Can I talk about the Michigan breath testing scandal? Yes, I can. A little bit of history for you. I was trained in breath testing by John Fusco back in 2008. John Fusco was the owner of a company called National Patent Analytical Systems in Mansfield, Ohio. They were the manufacturers of the Michigan Datamaster for as long as I can remember. Late 80s, early 90s, we've used the Datamaster since then. And this was John's company. Michigan has always had this kind of weird quirk in our contracts with the breath testing manufacturing companies. Whenever we ask for a bid, we've required the breath testing manufacturer to maintain the devices after they sell these devices to us. That's a problem because the vast majority of breath testing companies out there, they just want to sell you the device. They don't want to maintain it after they sell it to you. Well, John was one of the few people out there when we made this request for bid that was willing to do this. And it worked out great for many, many years. But in 2013, he sold the Datamaster rights to Intoximeters. Intoximeters picked up the Datamaster rights and they agreed to follow the contract provisions with Michigan, but only through the end of the term, from my understanding. They paid a couple of guys probably a little too little to drive all around the state, going from police department to police department, maintaining these devices. On occasion, these guys would run late on their logs. And they knew that us crafty defense attorneys, we would get our breath tests suppressed if they weren't maintaining the devices properly. So they figured best thing to do is to backdate the logs and fabricate the dates. Well, that's a problem. Josh Blanchard, one of the attorneys on the Whitmer kidnapping case, was one of the first attorneys to discover some of these fabricated logs in Ionia and let the rest of the defense bar know. Michigan State Police, it turns out, they knew about this for quite a while before they let anyone know outside of the MSP. Anyway, it didn't stop with just backdating some of these tests. They were also giving out their passwords. I don't want to drive all the way up to Traverse City today. Here's my password. If you could just do this for me, it'd be great. And we found all sorts of entries on the internal electronic documents that showed that some changes had been made to various devices because they'd given out their passwords. Anyway, bottom line, hundreds of breath tests were suppressed across the state over a period of time. And the two technicians, they were both charged with some serious felonies. One of them actually went to prison, and my understanding is that the other one is still awaiting trial at this time.